What we're going to be doing in this video is looking at a linear word problem, what we have right here, and following the steps we discussed in class. They're a little blurry, but you can read them, on how we find our linear function. So let's talk about what we're going to start with. We wanted to talk about the input and output variables. That is really clued into us by the last sentence. So see, we have the number of apps sold as a linear function of the price. Whatever follows that function of, that's our input. I'll go ahead and call that x. And I'll be sure to talk about the fact that it's measured in dollars. Now, the number of apps sold is our output. And again, that's because it's what's equal to the function. So function of is input. What the function is output. Alright, we've got that step. Next thing we need to do is we need to find the coordinates of 2 points. I usually organize this material in a table. So our first sentence tells us that when we have an x of 1.25, we have a y of 45,000. Our second sentence tells us that when x is equal to 2, our output is 27,000. Check, we have the coordinates of 2 points. Slope time. M, our slope, is the change in output over the change in input. So I'm finding an average rate of change. So what I'm going to do here is 27,000 minus 45,000 all over the corresponding input values. 2 minus 1.25. And if you do this on a calculator, what you will get is a negative value. That will be negative 24,000. Check, we have found our M. Last step, we need to find B. We know our equation has the form y equals B minus 24,000 x. So we need to plug in a point into this equation to solve for B. I'm going to use that line right there. So my y is 27,000. The b is what I'm solving for. And I've got minus 24,000 times 2. So solving for b, b is going to be 27,000 plus 48,000. That is going to be 75,000. We have found our b. So we have the equation of the line. We have y equals 75,000 minus 24,000 x. As you go through linear word problems, go through these steps. Find your input and output variables, find the coordinates of 2 points, find your m, find your b.